STEMbite.
For this STEMbite, we're going to talk about the physics of kitchen utensils. This has to be the world's biggest piece of asparagus. It gets me thinking though about what makes something sharp and what makes something dull. Well, that turns out to have everything to do with the concept of pressure. Normally when you think about cutting something, you maybe think about the force you have to put down to cut it. But when it comes to cutting things, force doesn't matter as much as pressure. For example, I could take this soup ladle and I could apply a ton of force with it onto the asparagus. Well, I guess that qualifies as cutting, but probably not what we hoped for. Pressure is related to the force you apply on something, but it's also related to the area over which that force is spread. In the case of the soup ladle, I was pushing down really hard, but it was spread over a large area. With a knife, I don't have to push down quite so hard because it's over such a tiny area. Just the very edge of the blade. Let's try a simple experiment. Here's a raw sweet potato. I'm going to take a fork and a spoon and try to stab the sweet potato with the exact same force. Hi-ya! You can see the spoon doesn't stay in, but the fork does. Because even though it has the same force, the fork was applying it over a smaller area than the spoon, so the pressure was greater. So the key to keeping things sharp for cutting is to make sure this edge is ground down to as thin of a point as possible. That way, with the same force, you can get a tremendous amount of pressure because the area is so small.
STEMbite.